unboxing, and this has the potential to be a decent shell. It's part of the HPI E10 shells, and I think this is the BRZ one. I've forgotten the name actually of the person who drives it. I'll have a look at that actually. Alright, it's kind of well packaged. Now I think the issue with this shell is, because I got this pretty cheap, the issue is it's not complete. So for some reason the rear of the shell hasn't been done. I don't know why. I don't know why. So, anything else in here? Nope. Okay, off you go. Right. Woo! Don't fall, it'll get you down. Okay, so that's what's left to do. And it looks like it's the rear of the car needs to be sprayed up. Rear, yeah, it is. It needs to be glued on. And then we've got the front headlights, which is pretty cool. I like body shells that have lights that you can fit onto them. Okay, so that's to do. It's got a spoiler to fit on there as well. Alright. And them HPI EP10 body shells are nice. They had a... I thought that was a cannabis leaf. I was like, what HPI doing? But it was upside down, so. Okay, so yep. That's a famous drift car, I believe. It's a lady driver, I can't remember her name. But yep, the BRZ or the AE6 is it? It's called under both names. But yeah, we're going to see it on the display stand. That's the bit that needs to be completed. Okay. So, yeah. So it's going to look a bit weird, guys, on the display stand, but bear with me. Okay. That looks kind of mean. I might just keep it like that. You could use it as a speedrun car. A lot of people like to cut the rear out so the air goes straight out of the car and doesn't cause the resistance within the body shell of the uplift. So yeah, so basically guys, this is the HPI E10 body shell, and this one, this is the newest member. This came out, the US touring car racer, GRR Racing's US 3-time SCCA road racing champion, Michelle Abate. So this is her car that she uses, and so they basically HPI partnershiped with Racing or GRR Racing's Michelle Abate. Michelle spent her whole life around many types of motorsport and started competing at the age of 16. Now with 93 wins, a national runoffs podium and 3 SCCA championship titles in the books, Michelle has battled in a range of disciplines from time attack to terracross, and even made her debut in the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series. So yeah, that livery is her livery on her touring car. So it looks pretty cool. Would have been much better with the lights fitted into it, and obviously with with the back bit of the car as well. That would have helped. But yeah, not a bad looking car. Not bad looking at all. So that could do with finishing off. But I think it looks kind of mean though at the back end. I should just put loads of like exhaust lookalikes at the back there and make it look like it's just some next level supercharged car. Okay guys, on to our next body shell, and I've got a feeling this is something a bit weird. I wanted a red and black body shell. It's got like a carbon kind of effect. So yeah, I thought I'd have 1 or 2 shells that I can just not really bother about. Just bash around with. That is pretty flimsy that though. The back looks like a Lamborghini, a little bit. Okay, so it's kind of a weird shell. It's like a mismatch of loads of different cars. But I suppose it's a clever way to do it, if you don't want to pay any royalties, but yeah. Okay, let's check it out on the display stand. Okay. Now that I've got it on the turntable, guys, on the display stand, I can officially say, what the hell is that? What is it? That's some crazy thing. Usually the sides are streamlined, it's just really, it flares out, I don't know, it's wild. And the wheels are kind of exposed, I don't know what's going on there. I do like the fact that it's red and carbon, I think that goes together really well. But it should have been done a bit differently, man. It's got like a Mad Max feel to it at the front. The way the front kind of comes in, it's like it's going to ram some cars off the road. So it just looks totally different. It should have been black at the front, I think, because the red brings it out a bit too much. It looks weird. And it just flares out. I don't know why that is. It flares out and then comes in. So usually cars flare out and go towards the rear fenders and the fenders are blown out. This doesn't. It flares out, comes in where the back wheels are, and then carries it on the line on the way out. So yeah, interesting. And it's long. That's a long body shell. That's probably the same as a CLK Mercedes body shell, which looks really long because it's narrow. But yeah, and so yeah, I've got to say this is probably the freakiest one that I've got. And what is going on with that rear spoiler? What on earth happened to that? Really, it should have been blown out. It should have been longer, or the width of the car at least, if not longer. And that is next level. Well, I suppose it's a bit of an entertainment factor, guys, but yeah. Have you ever seen a body shell like that before? Because I haven't. I haven't got a clue what was going on in the mind of the person that designed this. Okay guys, here we've got another box, and I don't think there's anything amazing in here. I think, if I remember correctly, I got this body shell to use as a basher. I think I've got some funky shells, and they tend to. What's this on here? Right, so this person had got reinforcing it. That it looks like it might have put poo on it. Don't know what that is, man. I don't want to touch it. But anyhow, yeah. So I think it's got potential. Again, see, BAE Design are one of them. They've come out with shells that look like Lamborghinis. Two different ones that look very similar to Lamborghinis, and this looks like a Civic Type R from the front. What's it like from the back? Yeah, it actually is quite similar. They just changed a few things really. But do you get it? It's got potential, that guys. It's got potential. I could even spray the outside of it. I was thinking might do a police car, but if not, just spray. I'm not really fond of that spray job, so I'll maybe just spray it up and put some designs on it. We'll see. We'll see. It was cheap as chips, that though. Let's put it on the display stand. Okay, and again, guys, wheels do make the car. That body shell's kind of atrocious, right? But with the wheels on, it looks alright. It looks pretty cool. I like that rear wing though. I like the shape on that rear wing. I like the way the body's flared out, where the fenders are. It's got potential. It definitely has. But yeah, whoever's butchered it with their paint job. The back doesn't look too bad. Red and black's pretty cool, but the rest of it didn't work. So, what do you do? Trying to get paint out from the inside of the body shell is a mission. It's hard, it's really difficult. So what I probably will do is clean it off, mask off the windows, and spray it over the top of the car, and probably do it black. And then I might turn it into a monster. In other words, I've got loads of monster decals, and that would be a pretty cool candidate for being turned into a monster car. So what I'd probably do is have black it all out, maybe even matte black, I'm not sure, and then have that luminous green maybe on the sills, on the rear wing, on the front splitter, maybe even on the bonnet, don't know. But I've got loads of monster decals and they look pretty cool. So again, guys, this body shell, I think I got this for like £6, right? And obviously it's kind of haggard, but there's potential there. If I reinforce it with something that other than poo, I don't think it is, but if I reinforce that body shell, make it pretty strong, on the sides a bit flimsy, strengthen it there, paint it up.